Stunts. Republican governors have sent busloads of illegal immigrants to sanctuary cities like New York, D.C., and Chicago with the message of, if you like them so much, they're yours, okay? Well, just in time for Hispanic Heritage Month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis upped the game by sending 2 planefuls of immigrants to the East Coast elite's favorite vacation island, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. I personally think it's genius. But I wish that governors like Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott would give Democratic governors and mayors more of a heads up, because then that would expose the hypocrisy of the Democrats, which is they don't want immigrants here either.
So Charlemagne the God loves DeSantis's political stunt, which can be described as segregation and human trafficking of migrants. I'm just asking for like 1 ounce of nuance from Charlemagne the God, but I understand that statements with nuance don't exactly give you viral videos. ESPN correspondent Angela Rye gave some pushback. Let's watch.
What say you, panel? Angela Rye.
First of all, I want to just dig deeper into the fact that these folks who are priding themselves on sending not just busloads, but also now plane loads of immigrants to and migrants to countries or to states that have not and are not expecting them.
I thought they were sanctuary cities, though.
It doesn't matter. When you haven't talked to these folks about what your plans are and you're dropping it, it is a political game for them.
I agree.
And how are you gonna like tout the Bible? You're the like Bible-beating Christian governors. I'm just curious about what kind of Christianity they're practicing. You want to talk about Democrat hypocrisy? I want to call the Republicans on bluff too.
Super important to call out hypocrisy on both sides. There was further objection from her and author Malcolm Gladwell. Regardless of how you feel about Malcolm Gladwell, let's give this a listen.
I'm with Angela. This is
now you with Angela.
How are we in a situation in our country when we're treating people who want to come here, who think highly enough of America that they want to risk their lives to come here, and we're treating them like props in some kind of political stunt.
And the truth is that Ron DeSantis, Greg Abbott, and others are terrified about what happens when there is a browning of their states.
We know this. That's why they're shipping them out.
I'm clear. I'm very clear about that. So I don't think that.
All right, a comedian had a very interesting take equating what DeSantis was doing here in this stunt to Democrats' treatment of homeless people being shipped out of cities. Let's watch.
What I hate is the fact that a lot of these immigrants are being sent to these cities, and these are the same cities that ship out their homeless people to the outside counties. So a lot of these Democratic cities
that
are, oh, we love people and we love people. Hey, homeless man, get your ass on. They deliberately hide people already. So a lot of these Democrats that are complaining about the Republicans are running something similar within their own counties.
All right. That's a great example of how we criticize both sides accurately without praising one for bad behavior. It's not hard to do. Our political discourse has very limited nuance, but it's pretty easy to say, hey, we need to treat immigrants better. Both sides are doing a pretty bad job. What DeSantis did was bad. And it's unfortunate that people in this blue state loved this. They ate it up. They were like, this is great. We get to do this stunt, get a bunch of favorability, seem like the good guys, but maybe do nothing at all about immigrants in our communities and the homeless population. So not hard to call out nuance on both sides. Do we think Charlemagne the God's just doing this for hits? What are your thoughts, Waz?
I think he was trying to be a bit provocative in his language by calling it genius. And you're right, the nuance was very lacking, but the greater point that Democrats aren't exactly A students when it comes to immigration is not lost on me. I mean, everybody remembers the Barack Obama administration in which he was the deporter in chief. This guy deported more immigrants, more asylum seekers than damn near anybody, right? I don't think Biden's been exactly A+ on immigration either, right? When it comes to some of the laws that he struck down while in office. However, the DeSantis thing, it's not genius. It's just that this guy has about, the charisma of a toenail at this point, and he wants to run for president in 2024. And he knows the only way to get attention and traction is trolling, is these stunts. He knows he doesn't have any legitimate, political appeal or charisma. He knows Donald Trump is killing him in spades in that regard. And so he has to resort to these Bush League sort of tactics, but I don't know. I think he's overestimating the depravity and the barbarism of his Republican constituents and potential supporters. I don't think people see this as anything but inhumane and kind of messed up, that you deliberately lie to folks. You can say, yo, there's all these jobs and opportunities waiting for you in this place. And really all you're doing is just moving them around like pieces on a chessboard, even though they're human beings.
Totally, you're so right that Biden hasn't been much better. The figure is 24,000 Haitian migrants that have been deported under the Biden administration, which is more than any other administration. So it sucks that it takes these kind of, provocative statements that might not be fully true to get people to talk about this stuff. I think people are ready for a third party that actually stands up for human rights.